All right, we have a great hand. We actually get to go 1-drop, 2-drop this time. Or could we be against the graveyard deck? Man, going turn 1 Gnarlwood Dryad like isn't even fair. This card's like so good when you have it on turn 1. Oh, we could be against some sort of mirror. So this is a little interesting. I don't really want to let him get ahead in a big way. So I think I'm just going to play a Smuggler's Copter here and then do nothing. If my opponent casts a removal spell, then I can just use the Gnarlwood Dryad to tap my Copter. Oh, man. That's not what I wanted to see. What? I don't understand what's going on. Seems like my opponent just made an epic punt. I think I just want to get rid of this other Copter. Yeah, that was crazy. That was literally unbelievable what happened right there. I think my opponent maybe just didn't realize that I did what I did. And this game went from like unwinnable to we're favored. Which is pretty crazy. All right, so I would like to kill the Liliana. I think I just want to play the other Grim Flayer. And I don't think I'm going to be able to kill Liliana this turn, but I should be able to kill it next turn. Yep, that's fine. And a land drop would have been great here. If we can hit a swamp, casting this Grasp of Darkness will give us Delirium, which will be really nice. What if our opponent has another? Another thing worth noting is if our opponent plays something like Ishkana, obviously be a big problem, but we do have some ways of doing some business with this Mournwillow. All right, now we really want a swamp. Oh no! All right, we still get to kill this Liliana, or at least make some trades. So I guess that part's good. Actually, I think probably the best thing to do is just attack Liliana here, and then attack him with the Grim Flayer. If I could get, you know, some top of the library manipulation, that would be really good. And our opponent could just have his Grim Flayer trade with our Mournwillow, and then his Liliana is still at 2. Could even just minus to like replay the Grim Flayer if you wanted. But this way we kind of make sure that we kill that Grim Flayer. Yeah, and that's bad. Oh, that's bad. And now we really have to worry about our opponent also building up to I guess they can just get the one from the graveyard. We really have to worry about our opponent building up to Emrakul. Here I kind of wish I saw the Mournwillow in hand. Hopefully I draw another. Oh yeah, LOL. Jeez. It's been a long work day. It's a late night. Sorry guys. Oh, now Ishkana can activate. It's really annoying. Really annoying. Come on, swamp. Actually, even knowing that the Liliana could just plus to kill my thing, might have still done it anyway. Oh, this is certainly getting ugly. Don't have any attacks. My opponent isn't doing like that much either, but I feel like what I need to win this game is a swamp, and then immediately afterwards a Mournwillow. Oh, jeez. I think it is worth it for me to just start crashing into him, though. Right? I mean, I can get most of these Scrapheap Scroungers back. Anyway. This can't be right. Yeah, it's probably right. It's just awful. Oh, am I dead? What if I'm dead? I can activate both Hissing Quagmires. I can chump block the Ishkana for 7 damage. Plus an Ishkana activation. Puts me to 1. Alright, you got another Ishkana. Great. Pretty surprised and happy to have killed that thing. Seems like you should just play the other one. And now what I need to happen is for me to attack with everything, have him block my Grim Flayer with his Ishkana, and then Grasp and Darkness it. But I cannot draw a black source. So I'm just going to die very alone and sad in this world. I'm just going to go to the next one. So the Gnarlwood Dryads are not good against Liliana. So how exactly do I want to approach this? The Murders have some applications. The Lilianas have some applications. This might be a matchup where I just need Transgress the Mind, because otherwise it's just so hard for me to deal with Ishkana. Like, I do have the Mournwillows. Yeah, I think the Gnarlwood Dryads come out and the Blossoming defenses get trimmed. And then I can bring in the two Lilianas to get a little bit more mid-rangey, and the Transgress the Mind, which will not only help me enable the Mournwillows and find them, but it'll give me some game against Ishkana. So not having the Murders could be a bit of a mistake, but they're kind of clunky. I guess actually instead of Blossoming defenses, I just want the Murders. There we go. So that's pretty good. We got 6 sorceries, 7 instants, and 2 planeswalkers. So yeah, I think we'll roll with that. Cannot keep that hand. We can keep this one. It's a little sad that it doesn't have a 2-drop, but you know, we can find a second mana. We have a 2-mana removal spell at least. And we have some good 3-drops. So if we can find a land or a 2-drop, I'm going to feel good about this hand. We are all lands and 2-drops, so, you know. But I really want to find a 2-drop now and then a land next turn. Fortunately, we couldn't do that. No, I'm really hoping we find a land. Come on. Would have been much better for us if our opponent cast a Grim Flayer, and then we could make use of our mana, but we are not that lucky. And our opponent, sensing that this will be a rather mid-range grinding matchup, goes after our 1 source of card advantage. So we get to get out on the board first with some pressure. We get first blood, but our opponent knows that our hand is just removal. So if our opponent has a removal spell here, it's going to completely blunt our offense. Yep. Can we top deck a threat? Come on. Oh, kind of. Now the question is, can we top deck another? Ooh, we can definitely kill that. So that's good. Ugh. So I think that it's more important that we kill this thing. Well, actually, that's not true. We could try to get lucky and find a land. If we found a land, then this draw step is great. I think I'm going to risk it. This could, like, obviously work out pretty bad, but... Or, like, the odds of us drawing a swamp are not high. But... I hate missing land drops. I was probably going to be able to attack us for 4 if you wanted. I already regret not killing this thing. But I do want to make it a race. So... So, Emrakul got put into the graveyard. Assume my opponent just has a removal spell here, but I'm going to attack with the Flayer. Actually, I probably should have activated the Copter and attacked with that. I don't know what I'm thinking. I think I am losing my mind. This is where my opponent has his own Blossoming Defense. And now, from here, it's pretty bad for me. Actually, I guess it wouldn't have been any different. My opponent just would have killed my Copter pre-combat. The other option was to play the Scrounger, but... well, that's a problem. It's kind of a weak play on this board, though. You can see if he has, like, Ishkan as a follow-up, then it's not, but... And if he didn't have Ishkana, he does now, if he wants. Or Emrakul. And he gets Ishkana. Ooh, that's good. Ooh, I should have waited to see if I got a manland. So I think I discard the Scrapheap Scrounger because it's basically the same in my graveyard as it is in play. And now if I could draw a Mournwillow, that'd be a great top deck, because that would mean I could actually kill this Obnixilis. It would come at the cost of one of my own creatures, though. Actually, I wouldn't kill the Obnixilis, because he'd be at 4 loyalty. I could build up to killing the Obnixilis. Oh, Ishkana, you are so good. Ishkana is, like, pretty good card. I would like to hit my land drops. But I think I need to just, like, put a bunch of creatures onto the board. And then hope that something magical happens. Whenever I've played these aggro decks in the past and I've had success, I've always had some way of punking my opponent out of the game, whether it's with Boon Satyr or Siege Rhinos or a Johnny Call of the Pride or Herald of Torment, you know, Selesnya Charm. You know, flipping an Avacyn. But I don't have like any kind of knockout punch in this deck, unfortunately. Like I have the Mournwillows that can do some decent work, but I need like running Mournwillows in order to get, you know, this game under lock. So I do get my Scrapheap Scrounger back, which is nice. I think I will crack my clue. Can I draw a Miracle? No, I cannot. I kind of feel like I should just concede. This is like really bad for me. All right, we're out of here. Next game.